Good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 25th, 2017. Welcome to the Daily Mix TV's morning edition. Millennials are letting beer go flat. As a matter of fact, Generation Y is also consuming less alcohol than their Gen X and Baby Boomer counterparts. This according to a report done by an analyst at Goldman Sachs. Millennials, when they want to get loose, are pouring more wine, spirits, craft, and imported beer than domestic ale. Now, this has led Goldman to lower their outlook on both Boston Beer Company and Constellation Brands, sending their respective stocks down multiple percentage points. Herein lies the problem, guys. In order to capitalize on the largest demographic in the U.S., because remember, millennials now outpace boomers, as a marketer, you need to not only ascribe to the nonsense that millennials claim they're about, such as altruism and authenticity, you also need to grab them head on and appeal to their changing behavior patterns. They've started to adopt those behaviors of Gen X and baby boomers. Now, I don't think this is as big a problem for brewers as the industry has been led to believe. As millennials' behaviors shift, they will circle back to a nice cold one. It's just a matter of time. Now, my old friend Paula Froelich, she's formerly an editor at New York Post's Page 6, and she was the editor-in-chief of Yahoo Travel. She was the victim of trademark infringement over the weekend. You see, Paula owns the trademark for Abroad, which is an online travel magazine, and it was a Yahoo web series. Yet, it recently came out that Chelsea Handler used the term abroad as a title for her segment, on her Netflix series. So neither Netflix nor Handler reached out to Paula for permission. Now, Handler's segment gave facetious travel advice while making fun of President Trump's interactions with global leaders. So Paula called her out on Twitter and then followed up with another tweet nailing both Netflix and Handler at the same time. This is the reason why Shaking My Head exists. How can someone like Handler, who claims to be a righteous person, rip off someone like this? You want to talk about hypocrisy? Shaking my damn head for Netflix and Chelsea Handler, you're more self-righteous than righteous. And here's my other problem. It's interesting to note that with the amount of media coverage that this story has gotten, Netflix has taken down the show, at least this particular episode. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. Now, it looks like more than meets the eye in what's happening in the toy sector. Hasbro's shares plunged almost 10% on news that the number 2 toy maker just barely beat estimates on Wall Street. Apparently, domestic tastes have shifted, and the Transformers franchise has rusted in the U.S., taking in less than half the gross receipt at the box office versus their release back in 2014. Now, internationally, however, the Autobots and Decepticons are still raging with over $400 million in box office receipts, driving sales of the toys that were released in conjunction with the film. That's why Hasbro was actually able to just beat the street. My advice for the studios in Hollywood: stop reimagining, stop rebooting, stop redoing everything from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's ridiculous. Come up with something original. As to Hasbro, you're a toy company, guys. Come on. Imagination and creativity are your bread and butter, and they're key in developing new product. So just remember, the Transformers franchise was originally created to sell toys. So how about we go back to the drawing board and come up with a new toy line and then create entertainment content for it like we used to? Oh yeah, that's right. It actually worked in the 80s, guys. Give it a shot. My name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the CEO of Hill Story Marketing. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mix TV. We would love to hear from you, so please email us at thedailymixtv@gmail.com. Have a great morning, guys. We'll see you this afternoon.